Amazing Grace is performed in the key of F major. You'll want to practice these chords that you see in the chord chart below. Amazing Grace was written in 1779 by John Newton, who was a slave trader before coming to Christ. It expresses the beginning of his sorrow for his actions and his repentance, though he confessed he did not completely change his ways until years later. In other words, this hymn marks the beginning of his change of heart, a process that took him years to complete. This song could be considered the most famous of all English folk hymns. It has countless variations in folk music. Jonathan Aiken estimates that this hymn is performed globally over 10 million times a year. It has been recorded thousands of times within the last few decades and inspired innumerable gospel, blues, country, folk, and jazz performers. It can be found in many movies and television shows. From a complete nerd's perspective, one of my favorite performances of this piece is where Mr. Scotty plays it on his bagpipes in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan circa 1982. As he does so, Captain Kirk speaks mournfully over Spock's lifeless body that, of all the souls he had known, his was the most human. By the end of the performance, I was crying like a baby. I thought you might find that humorous, but back to the point, and there is a point. This ancient hymn has a great message. The Apostle Paul writes in Ephesians 2, 8-9, "For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast." In other words, God has given us all this amazing grace that we don't deserve, this potential to change our ways and forgive others and be forgiven. This opportunity is given regardless of the depravity or condition of our soul, no matter what we have done. If we can accept the offer, that is the only contingency.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. His grace has brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead